Mental Wellness. Thanks for tuning in to Wellness Wednesday, episode 17. I'm here from smoky Mount Norquay, and yeah, you can see town behind me there, but yeah, it's very smoky today. And so Lift Me Up Part 3. So I'm going to share a couple of strategies today that have helped me when I've been feeling down to feel better. And again, as I mentioned in the other two videos that I did, these may or may not resonate with you. I'd encourage you to have an open mind and to at least be receptive to these ideas. The first idea is to ask 3 people, what am I really good at, and or what are my strengths? What I'd suggest for those is to treat them like an interview, and you can call them or in person if they live nearby, or video chat, whatever works. And what I'd encourage you to do is to just ask the questions and then remind yourself to fully listen. And if I'd highly suggest you take notes. If the person is comfortable you doing so, you could even consider video or audio recording that. And so again, think of 3 people in your life that it could be family, could be good friends. And this is something you do when you're feeling down or when you're stable and you're looking for strategies to help you when you're feeling down. And again, just really be receptive, be appreciative and thankful for them. I actually forgot about this. I did this about 10 years ago in a personal development course through Personal Best Seminars in Calgary. And I'm doing a digital declutter right now, and I came across a file where I had a list of all these things that 3 people had said about me that I'm really good at. And it was awesome. So that's the first one, is to ask those 3 people, what are you really good at? What am I really good at? What are my strengths? And I forgot to say hi to Mikey here. It's a little bit windy, so trust that you can hear me well. The second point I'm going to go over is to make a YouTube playlist of comedy clips. So for most of you out there, there's comedians that you like and love. They could be current, they could be from the past. And what I'd encourage you to do is to brainstorm some short comedy clips that you've always liked, either from stand-up, it could even be from parts of TV shows, things like Seinfeld, or skit shows like In Living Color or Saturday Night Live, if they're available on YouTube. I know some of those shows have copyright issues and they don't have clips available. But yeah, I'd encourage you to brainstorm some comedy clips and put those into a YouTube playlist. And that way you can watch those whenever you need to pick me up. And there's a couple that I have on there that I really like. I have one from a comedian named Brian Regan. And I'll post it below when I get home. And he has a bit about people who one up. Whenever you tell a story, they've always got a better story. And I love his take on that. Another one I really like is one by George Carlin, who has passed away. And it's about stuff. So he's talking about his stuff. So I'm going to post those 2 below just to give you some ideas. And again, this is a list personal to you. So keep in mind that not everyone agrees on comedy, of course. And it's whatever you find really funny. So make a YouTube playlist of comedy clips. And for those of you who missed the last couple episodes, I didn't have a video last week, but I did have Lift Me Up Part 2 and Part 1 in July. I also had another one. Sorry, I just forgot the name of it right now. I'd encourage you to go back and watch those if you haven't. There's some good strategies in there. And again, like I said on all these videos, or I think I did, not all of these strategies are going to fully resonate with you. I do feel though that when you have this list, that there's going to be at least 1 or 2 at a minimum that you can see yourself doing. And in the next few weeks here in August, I am going to be creating and finalizing a resource for all of you out there to use around Lift Me Up. So I'm compiling all these and some other ones to help anyone. So whether you're someone that has been diagnosed with bipolar disorder or not, I truly feel it can help anyone out there. So the second part of Wellness Wednesday is 5 questions. And I do these same five questions every video. And the first question is, what can you improve in the next week? So for myself, I'm looking to sell and or donate various items. When I moved at the end of June, I got rid of a bunch of stuff. I'm looking to get rid of some more stuff. And so I'm actually looking forward to doing that. So my plan is to, like I say, donate some of those, to sell some of them ideally in person. And there's a few items I'm going to be selling on eBay because they're items that were our mother's, and they're like figurines and stuff. Second question, what are you grateful for? I'm truly grateful that my back is feeling better. I'm not at 100%. I'm very close though. I know when I get up, it's a little bit stiff, but I don't have any limits in terms of movement, and I don't have any pain. So I'm really, really grateful for that. What was a win from the last week? I'm in a business community that's online based. It's two business mentors in Canmore that are incredible at what they do. And yesterday, as part of a small group that I'm in with them, we had a creative vortex. And I know that sounds kind of like a cheesy term, but that is what it is. It's essentially, we each had time in the hot seat, as it's called. We shared about different things going on in our lives and our businesses. And then we got a bunch of ideas from people. And I had so many ideas for not only what I brought up, but also for what other people got suggested by from others as well. And it was amazing. Just so many great ideas. And so I'm looking forward to getting some of those into action as soon as I can. Sorry, my lips are very dry. There's ash flying around me a little bit. What's a highlight from your last week? So highlight for me is today I did a hike with a really good friend from Calgary, Annie. She's like my second mom. And fortunately, where we hiked was a tiny bit smoky, nothing like this in town though. And it's a hike I had never done. So I was grateful and really happy to do a new hike. And what I thought was really interesting is that when we were about 2/3 the way up, there was a gentleman coming up pretty quick. And then basically we decided to join. So her and I joined him. This guy is 78 and he's cranking it up. I was really inspired when he said that earlier this year in, I think late spring, he hiked the west end of Rundle. And that's a big hike for anybody, especially someone who, I've never heard of someone 78 years old hiking the west end of Rundle. So that was a big highlight for me, hiking with Annie and yeah, meeting this gentleman today. What am I looking forward to in the next week? A really good friend of mine from Vancouver sent me what I call a custom-made TRX. TRX, as you may or not know, is essentially a body weight suspension strap workout system. And he made me one. So I'm going to start slowly doing some body weight workouts. I have a desire to strengthen my overall body, primarily my core and my upper body. Because usually what happens with me is over the winter, my upper body and core gets quite a bit stronger, mainly from skate skiing, cross-country skiing. And then through the summer, my core and my upper body gets weaker. So what I love about this, this custom-made TRX, as I call it, is that it's very small. I'll show it on another video, but it's in a bag this big. I can use it at home. I can use it outside. The odd time I travel, I can use it wherever. I can use it in a hotel, etc. So, and there's literally hundreds of exercises, and it's all functional movements using your body weight. So I'm looking forward to starting those workouts. I'll probably be pretty sore, I'm sure, the first time or two, if not the next many workouts. But I'm very, very excited to get started with that. So for those of you that are enjoying this video, I'd really appreciate you hitting like, and to make sure you don't miss any videos, subscribe to my videos. That helps me grow my channel, and I'd really appreciate it. And a reminder that friends and I, as long as the smoke doesn't stay here too long, are doing Six Peaks Lake Louise. We're doing that on September 12th. And if you'd like to find out more about it, go to scottinsideout.com/2018 hike. I'd love to have your support, whether it's comments or financially if you'd like to donate. We're raising money for two causes. One is the International Bipolar Foundation, which is a very proactive community organization international organization based in San Diego. They do a lot for bipolar disorder education and support. And the second organization that we are supporting is Banff High School extracurricular activities. So it's meant for those students that would love to participate in whether it's music, drama, art, sports, and their families are having a hard time financially. So we're raising money for those two causes. And if you haven't already, I'd love for you to check out the Scott Inside Out homepage to sign up and subscribe to emails. So go to scottinsideout.com. On the homepage, you'll see a little box that says get the 7 keys to natural mental wellness. And when you enter your name and email, you will receive periodic emails from me. And I do my best to put in a good amount of value in those. So I really thank you for tuning in today. I'm just going to quickly turn the camera around just so you can actually see that there is blue sky. You just can't see it behind me. So I'm going to turn this around. Just going to take this off the stand here. So there is blue sky up there, as you can see. And I look forward to seeing you next week on Wednesday Wellness episode 18. And you can't really see it, maybe faintly, but that's Mount Rundle. So thanks for watching and create a wonderful rest of your day. Take care.